episode. I take my freshly done full roll cage Miata out for a first impressions drive. She's a ripper, boys. Woo! Planted, very planted. You! Look who made it back home. Well, looks like you can see that. She is Dear Tay. I'm gonna pull this guy back, give her a little scrub down. I mean, there was just like metal flake and everything all over this car. I did do an alignment and I found that something else is likely bent back here. The best I can do is about a 1/2 inch of total toe in. So we will have to potentially see how that turns out and how that feels while we're on track. If it's a little too wonky or I don't like it, then I think lower arms are gonna be the solution, at least, you know, fingers crossed. I got this tape on here because I've got some clear silicone on this just little covering. I took this one off after about a 1.5 days and it was still wet and just pulled right off, and then the tube said to let it sit for 7 to 14 days. So just gonna keep the tape on there, hold it down, see if that silicone will dry over time, and then I'll reapply this guy and let that thing sit for another week or two and see if she holds. Cages are looking real spicy. Mounts up top, finally got those for the hard top welded in. Pretty ugly welds because Kevin knows how to weld and I do not. I think for holding the front end of the hardtop down, it should do the trick. Handbrake is all bled for the Willwoods that we got in here. Yeah, buddy, that's going to be way better not having to blow out calipers all the time. Let's get this thing rolled back. See if I could do this one-handed. Nope. Bit. Not going too crazy. Just a little bit of scrubby. It's still winter, so it's gonna get dirty again. Water got into the vehicle. Okay, as expected, there was a couple drips that came down, and then this bar is just a little bit wet. Once I get those window brackets in that will hold the window all the way up, that'll be nice to have just to when I'm washing the car or transporting it. When I'm at the track or when the weather's much nicer, I think the windows are just going to be taken out and stored in a moving blanket or something somewhere. But all looking pretty good. Check out that freaking oil pressure, boys. Past the 90 mark. Yep, we got oil pressure. All right, so I'm gonna let this thing sit here, warm up for a minute. Maybe we'll go take it for a little rip. Watch the struggle of getting in and out of this thing now. Oh yeah, it's a tight one. Might need to get like a lowering pan for the driver's seat so I can sit a bit lower. Let's see what first driving impressions are now that I've got a full roll cage. Definitely a lot more vibraty, but then again the chassis is connected front to back. Oh, it feels so good to be back in the car. Got a full race car, boys. vibrations through the chassis make a different kind of noise. I'm also on 91 pump gas right now, so I'm only running, I don't know, something like 16 pounds of boost. I love this car. It's really freaking tiny. It's hard to get in and out of. It's just big enough to fit a person inside. But driving this thing is the most visceral feeling. A little rusty. Let's do a little 1-2. A little first, second gear, see how she does. Pretty good. It's really cold today. It's like 36, maybe 38 degrees outside, and I no longer have a heater. That's always fun. She's tight, responsive. Well, I did it. Not fun, but that's all right. We'll get used to it. Overall, super stoked. Got my baby Felicia back. Looking better than ever. Well, I guess really looking the same, but she's driving better than ever. Chassis is super stiff. And the Willwoods, oh god, the Willwoods, I'm really stoked about those. I'm tempted to get ones for the front. Any updates I have, any future upgrades, I will keep you guys posted. And first time I go to the track, we'll definitely be doing some filming there. Other than that, she's cleaned, she's back home. Till then guys, we'll see you next time.